Forgot to tell your trash ass, my shit's cooler than yours.
Fuck this phony fuck talking about. Oh shit! My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive. The outside world, I'm ordinary forensic scientist, but secretly, with the help of my homies at Star Labs, we catch a fate with every other metahuman on the set. I defeated Zoom's bitch ass and saved the multiverse. Then I went back in time and saved my parents to create Trash Point. But I had to reverse flash that shit because it was trash, only to find out that Draco was my partner and some new ops for me to face. And I'm the only one fast enough to stop them. I am the Trash!
Previously on the Trash. Gideon, what's happening to me?
Julian's battle with the Flash kinda left your powers depleted, player.
How am I supposed to get back?
You're fucked.
Not fast enough, the Trash. I want you not to hunt me, Nick.
Gotcha, bitch!
That's the spirit's Flash. You can't stop me, the Trash. And you never will. I always win, the Trash.
But then out of nowhere, Third Wheel shoots himself in the heart. Reverse Flash gets erased from existence, killing his ass. We out here with Wally getting nightmares and shit and migraines in his head about a voice telling him, "Come find me, Wally, so I can redeem your sorry ass." And with Joe and the ops and the Trash with him, he leads them to where Alchemy is at. And Alchemy and Wally have a good little conversation. Alchemy trying to tell him some fucking cult-like bullshit like,
"Are you ready to become your true self, Wallace West?"
But obviously he's just giving enough time for the Trash to roll on in and cuff all these motherfuckers besides Alchemy. And all he does is stop and stare at Alchemy and he gets blasted with the Philosopher's Stone. Oh my lord. This nigga is trash. Y'all see why I call him the Trash, bro. Like the amount of shit this nigga does in this one season, the stupid ass decisions, I can't let him slide. Cause Barry, why didn't you just cuff the nigga? No, instead we get a good fucking minute of Barry getting his ass beat because his stupid ass didn't decide to fucking sneak his ass. Until Joe was the one to clip Alchemy's son and cuff him. Like Barry, this shit all could have been avoided if you just fucking stopped his ass, son. Barry, Joe, Wally, and the ops got Alchemy surrounded and Barry's talking this normal trash. It's over, Alchemy. And Alchemy hits him with this line.
"Over. Your trash ass has no idea what's about to begin."
I don't know where the ground starts fucking shaking and shit, and they start looking around what this rumbling is coming from. And then out of nowhere, a white flash of light clips one of the cops, son. And another white flashlight clips one of the cops. And it's invisible. The only person that can see this shit is Barry. So Barry chases the white flash. As this is going on, Wally keeps hearing the voice in his head telling him this.
"Grab the stone, Wallace. Grab the stone and make this season a little more interesting."
While then the white side of him kicking from the comic grabs the fucking stone and lets himself go into a whole ass cocoon. As Barry and Joe are watching this shit, Barry gets sneaked by the white flash.
Gotcha, bitch.
And it reveals
Savitar, the god of speed.
And then next episode opens up with Savitar continuing talking this shit, saying this to Barry.
"You may serve the Speed Force to Trash, but I rule it. I am Savitar, your god, nigga, and that is something your trash ass will never be."
Meanwhile, Joe breaks free from the cultist's arms, clocks these motherfuckers, whips out his blicky. Barry tells this motherfucker to shoot at it, but Joe can't see it. Barry's like, "Just do that shit, nigga." Joe starts shooting at the blicky and shit, and that shit don't do nothing. Savitar is just bouncing off his fucking armor. Meanwhile, Alchemy fucking dips and Joe turns around to shoot at him, and he has the worst fucking aim I've ever seen since Struggle Shot. Like my dog. What is that? Meanwhile, Savitar fucking takes Barry with his ass, yo, and proceeds to fucking run this nigga through the Speed Force, son, beating his ass through different areas in the city and fucking farmlands and shit. I'm out here thinking that this man's running through different dimensions. This ass beating so bad, even guys homies shook.
Oh hell no, this nigga's using fucking creative mode. How the hell is he moving this fucking fast? No one can move this fast. Impossible.
And then he gets fucking transported to another part of the city, and Savitar is like,
"Had enough."
and then this man Barry's like not even close to then run at this nigga, and Savitar blitzes his ass and kicks him away like a fucking football, son. Like, there is something up with Barry that just likes getting his ass beat by niggas that are colder than him. Literally, that happened with Zoom in the fucking prison when he was in prison, and Zoom just beating the fuck out of him, and Barry was still talking shit. Hey, I gotta give Barry some credit though. That nigga his ass whooped, but he's still talking all his shit, yo. Him and Dirk Grayson got that in common. They getting the ass beat by niggas that are colder than them, but they still talking shit. I gotta give them a round of applause, yo, for being two dumb motherfuckers. And everybody back in Star Lab is talking about what we're gonna do to help out Barry. So they decided to send Caitlyn, who barely used her powers before, to just go out there and freeze this nigga. And surprisingly, that shit actually works, son. They breach in there and they literally freeze this nigga, but Savitar breaks free from that shit and dips. And then next episode after the crossover, Barry recruits Jay Garrick to ask him some questions about Savitar and Savitar's whole entire identity and shit. So Jay tells him the story about Savitar, that he was the first person ever granted speed, and he's a top op, and Barry grown powerful enough to challenge him. This then ends with Jay Garrick telling him, "You're my boy, I help you the fuck out to get this nigga." So later that night, we see Alchemy using the Philosopher's Stone on this weird ass circular device to bring back all the ops from Trash Point. As he's doing this shit, Barry and Jay Garrick arrive, son, to stop his ass. Then Savitar arrives to whoop that ass. So Jay decides to run them ones with Savitar to get fucking snatched through with one hand and taken, while Barry goes ahead and stops Alchemy. And as Barry runs around the circular device, this man throws lightning at this motherfucker Alchemy and smites his ass, yo. Meanwhile, Jay's getting the fucking trash treatment by getting dogged walk through the fucking portals and shit. Tossed to this fucking sidewalk, fucking punched up top of the rooftop, then punched down the fucking rooftop, son. Jay has to run at this nigga, and this man grabs him and gives him one hand straight up dark sides his ass and palms him back down to the alley and calmly says,
"You old fuck. This is not your fight, Garrick."
Savitar's about to kill Jay. Barry closes the fucking box that holds the Philosopher's Stone, stealing Savitar away. But later on, Cisco opens up the box again, releasing Savitar because he thinks it's his dead brother that nobody in the viewing audience gives a fuck about. Barry runs up over there and Savitar's there saying,
"Miss me, nigga?"
A man fucking charges at Barry and proceeds to fucking air juggle this motherfucker, some Mortal Kombat in his ass. Meanwhile, HR is telling Wally to get involved in this A-class ass whooping. So Wally, being a complete dumbass, runs up to for the fucking fade. Like, my dog, you not built for this, cause guess what happens? Man gets his ass beat too! Yeah, that's that dumbass nigga get. Yo, beat his ass, yo. Whoop that motherfucking ass. Whoop that trick. And as Savitar's about to kill these motherfuckers, Kanan successfully convinces Cisco to close the box, locking up Savitar again. After that, Barry and the gang starts to talk to Savitar through using this weird-ass device to help Draco be interlinked with that, because it turns out Draco was Alchemy. Barry asks the question, who is Savitar? And Savitar tells him who he is!
I am the future Flash.
And it really took this nigga 20 episodes to figure out that this is the future Flash. I guess Barry, yet again, is a fucking moron. After that, the Trash and the gang come up with a plan to just chuck the fucking box into the Speed Force. So with the combined speed of Barry and Jay, they open up a port to the Speed Force and throw that fucking box in the Speed Force, son. But then out of nowhere, a portal fucking hits Barry, sending his ass to the future. And he sees his future self pleading with Savitar as he has Iris hostage. And the dialogue he heard was this: "Don't! I'm begging you, please!
Now, finally, the show will be free of this hole.
I'm begging you."
Fuck, we are the Trash. You lose the Trash.
And we see Barry try to run up to save Iris, but that shit fails as Iris gets killed by Savitar, son. And then the present Barry is seeing this shit, gets pulled back from the future, and Jay reveals to him that you were at the future. Wally got a piece of the Philosopher's Stone because he's getting nightmares of Savitar coming for his ass and shit. So he decides to open up a portal into the Speed Force and chuck that stone right in there. But it turns out it was all part of Savitar's plan because the portal starts sucking Wally in. And Barry arrives to see Wally basically gets disintegrated and shit into the Speed Force. After that shit closes, Savitar crawls out of the portal, finally being free from the Speed Force prison. As Savitar is admiring that he can fucking breathe again, Barry, pissed the fuck off, begins to start asking where the fuck is Wally, and Savitar does the good old-fashioned shit talking.
You really think I'm going to tell your sorry ass, let's just say, is another victim of the trash.
How do I get him out?
Wally's gone.
How do I get him out?
He is gone forever, cause your bitch ass couldn't save him.
Now the fight begins, son. They both run up each other. We get this dope ass slow-mo scene set. Whoever aired this shit, that was some straight heat. They've been free from the lockup with Barry chasing Savitar, son, and Barry talking all big, talking about, I'm gonna kill you. And Savitar knows he's talking out of his ass because he says this shit.
If your sorry ass had the strength to end my life, you would have done it in the future. But your bitch ass doesn't kill on some Bruce Wayne shit. The man Joe raised, the guy Iris loves. You have it all and deserve none of it.
Savitar then runs up to Barry, grabs his ass, pins him against the fucking wall. Barry weaves that shit as Savitar's fist goes right through the brick wall. And Savitar still talks more shit, saying,
I'm going to fuck up this place like I did in the future, and then your bitch ass will start worshiping me like a god.
Barry goes to run up to punch his ass, but Savitar moves out the way, and they run up to the building, but Savitar clocks Barry down the fucking building, son. And Barry then asks again, who are you? And Savitar tells him who he is again!
I am the future trash.
Barry gets over him and socking this motherfucker in the face, grabs this motherfucker's hand, and goes up behind him to try to take off the fucking mask. That shit don't last for long as Savitar overpowers him, whips out his blade, and stabs this motherfucker in the collarbone. Now Savitar's about to fuck him up some more. Barry cuts the fucking blade in half, leading Savitar to retreat, and Barry laid the fuck out in this alleyway. After Wally, don't worry y'all, cause next fucking episode, Barry fucking gets this nigga, and Jay takes his place in the prison. So Wally good. And 1 week later, after Barry runs to the future with the help of Wally Speed, he gets the information about the motherfucker who built the Speed Force bazooka to trap Savitar. And it turns out it was this lovely lady named Tracy Brand. So they meet her in the fucking present to get her to build the Speed Force bazooka earlier. Joe says something, and that leads Barry to have the gears turning in his head to start figuring out who really is Savitar. And with him finally figuring this shit out, he dips out of Joe's house to confront this motherfucker. Savitar gets there, and Barry tells him immediately, I know who you are. And Savitar replies,
It's about time, nigga.
After listening off how he figured this shit out, Barry reveals to him, you remember when you were me.
Like I've told you in the beginning, I am the future trash. It's like looking in a mirror. Well, almost.
Not so scary without your armor.
What can I say? That shit was mid.
I know what you are. You's a phony fuck.
A temporal duplicate created when you ran back in time and tried to save the multiverse. You created a time remnant and decided that you wanted to be a hero. And that trash-ass duplicate died, saving the multiverse. And everything was happy ever after. And it would have stayed that way. But then you decided to play God. You didn't fuck Iris. You changed everything.
I went to the future. A future self-study created a bunch of phony fucks to stop your bitch ass, and you offed all of them.
All but one, me. I lived. But a funny thing happened when I did. You, Joe, Wally, Cisco, you all shunned me because I wasn't the true Barry Allen. I was an aberration, a mistake of trash.
Boo-hoo, nigga. How did you become Savitar?
I was broken, blue-balled, and no one gave me the fucking time. That's when I realized, Barry, God got no head, so all I have to do is one thing, for Iris to die. So you never understand a woman's touch ever again, and broken, so I can be born.
And the other?
It may sound ironic who I'm talking to, but I'll keep that one to myself.
What happens if I just off myself? If I die, then your bitch ass will never be created.
Cause and effect on time, Barry. Think about it. Dawn's still kicking around. See, that's the funny thing about being blue ball, Barry. The more it happens to you, the less the rules apply to you.
But us having this conversation now, we're changing the future.
Are we? My ascension is nearing. And when I have Iris stop popping that ass on you, Barry, it'll be you who's abandoned and forgotten.
Oh, hell nah. Where think you going, you panini press looking ass nigga? Come here! Yeah, what happened now, motherfucker? I had you doing the Yamcha. Get your punk ass up, motherfucker. Come here, nigga.
Forgot to tell your trash ass. My shit's cooler than yours.
Fuck this phony fuck talking about. Oh shit! Savitar's suit moves Barry out the way, and it distracts Barry long enough for. Hold up, son. Let me pause real quick right here. Did y'all see that shit? Let me slow mo that hoe. This dude don't even got the mask on, and the next frame he has it on, and if you slow mo that shit, he's not even touching the fucking mask. His hands are up for a fist. And y'all see why I called this show the trash? Who the fuck edited this, son? 3 people? As the suit is distracting Barry, this leads Savitar to get a rebound map quickly and get back in his suit. And they start running around each other, son, to throw lightning at each other, causing a big ass explosion. Leaves Savitar to escape. Wally, Joe, and Iris arrive to Earth 2 to hide her in Earth 2 without Barry knowing, because anything Barry knows, Savitar would know instantly as well, because he is from the future. Meanwhile, with the help of Captain Cold, Barry goes ahead and steals the last part of the Speed Force bazooka to power that hoe. And then do so, Barry heads back to Star Labs and tells them they got the Dominator tech. Barry asks, where is Iris? And HR reveals that Iris is at Earth 2 just chilling with Harry. But it turns out that was Savitar! And he heads to Earth 2. Savitar arrives to Earth 2 and immediately Wally runs up to the Fae with this nigga and tries to get some good shots on his ass. But he gets caught lacking and gets his leg broken. And after taking all these fucking bullets, this man fucking gets out of his suit to mean mug the shit out of Iris, Joe, and Harry. After talking some shit, he takes that fucking bitch. And later that night, now that on Infantino Street, Savitar arrives on the set and drops Iris to let this nigga use the Speed Force bazooka. So he running around and shit playing with his food as Barry's fucking missing with the bazooka, but he eventually hits that motherfucker, son. And it looks like it's working. But Savitar fucking just breaks free from that shit, and Barry's shook as fuck talking about how that shit ain't working, and this nigga whips out the Philosopher's Stone saying that it's made out of the calcified, the same fucking energy as the Speed Force. And now we are back where Barry's nightmare begins, because Savitar has a hold of Iris saying this:
you trapped me in the Speed Force, making me forced to watch the trash. But now, I am free to make you watch your hell.
Don't! I'm begging you!
Now, finally, this show will be free of this hole.
Don't!
You lose the trash.
And Barry sees his worst nightmare comes to life because Iris gets stabbed the same way he saw in the future, killing her ass. And all I'm saying is hallelujah, son. Woo! Killed that bitch before she got annoying, son. No more of that bullshit talking about, oh, why you didn't consult with me? Well, you didn't bring Nora to the future. Why you brought her back over there? Bitch, she working with Dawn! None of that trash, because Iris is gone. Hallelujah. Is what I would be saying, because it turns out the next episode it was HR and he used this fucking pen bullshit that he brought from his Earth to take her place, son. And watching this back, I gotta ask to this fucking writing team. I know this show's over, but I'm still gonna ask this fucking question to everybody watching this shit. Why didn't they use this shit in season 4 when Barry was going through a whole entire trial instead of waiting for fucking Ralph to turn into the Vo? Why didn't they just use that shit to use the light refraction technology to turn into the Vo himself? They use it only for this season only. They never use this shit ever again. Correct me if I'm wrong. If they do, let me know. But I am fucking 100% positive they never use that crusty, dusty shit that HR bought after this season. I call it the trash for a reason, son, cause this show becomes straight ass. Meanwhile, Savitar goes to where Cisco and Caitlyn are fighting, and fucking Cisco's about to lose this fight and die, but Savitar says we need that nigga. And then he starts getting memories of the past self of Iris living. Now that he's extra mad, this man just takes Cisco with him.
Oh, shit! You motherfucker! I gotta get jumped by this stupid ass bitch. And fucking Zuko over there. You hear me, you ugly fuck?
Fix it, Felix.
I wish I could fix your fucked up face. Not even Diddy can have sex with you. Can't even fix this shit. I even fucking invented it. Like, what the fuck you brought me here? Are you dumb?
You're Mexican. You know exactly what it does.
Yeah, how about use this machine to change up your fucked up face? Maybe Iris can go on your dick for once, you fucking loser. Jesus. No wonder no bitches is on you.
I open a time portal, exposing the Speed Force, and you shoot me with that. And I become fragmented throughout time. Past, present, future. After that, the paradox can't reach me.
Wait, are you gonna make... No! Everyone's gonna fucking come!
All of us are wearing connected for the final bust. It'll be everywhere, every hour, every minute, and I will rule from the Big Bang to the end of time.
That's why you brought me here.
No shit, your apes are still alive. That old trapped me in the Speed Force. All I had to do was get her to build this a little earlier and have my favorite border hopper cook this shit up.
Okay, unlike you, I'm not no bitch. So I'm not gonna fucking make it for you. You can go ahead and fuck off and kill me. Do it, no balls.
No, not you. Her. You know what I just remembered? Julian just got back to Star Labs. He has the cure. He can turn her back. You can have her back. You're so close. But not if she's dead. So put that mechanical genius to good work.
So later that day, since Savitar doesn't get erased from existence, Barry comes up with the great idea to try to save that nigga. This man brings him to Star Labs and in front of everybody like everything's fucking sweet. Like he did not just try to kill your girl literally like what, 3 hours ago? Barry, this is why I call you the trash, cause you are the dumbest fuck walking God's green. Why would you try to think to appease to this nigga? Yes, I understand that the Flash has a heart in his soul and gives a fuck about his villains. Just watch Justice League Limited, my favorite version of the Flash, which is fucking Wally West, not even Barry Allen. The way he talked to the trickster and shit, like he was trying to help the nigga, that he cared, that he's the heart and soul of the league. I fuck with that heavy. And even in this show, they do have Barry throwing that he has a fucking heart, even compared to Oliver, that he has more of a heart than that nigga, which is true, cause Oliver dropped the bodies and shit. But Barry, this is not one of those times to try to save the main op that's been trying to kill your girl the entire season. That's like if Barry tried to save Reverse Flash if he was fucking dying. Oh wait, he did! God, I hate this fucking show. This show is so fucking terrible. Like, this is why I specifically said in the first Zoom video I did that I was only watching Pacific episodes. If I fucking watch the rest of this shit and do a video on season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm gonna blow a gasket. Cause this shit already pissing me off with just season 3 and Barry's stupidity. Cause guess what happens after this shit? After they do the little talk no juice, you know what happens? Oh, I don't know. What happened, What happened? Well, I'll tell you guys. Savitar tries to vaporize these niggas.
Unfucking believable.
Wow, what a big fucking surprise that he tried to vaporize all you dumbasses, son. It's not like he's been trying to kill you the entire season. Let me calm the fuck down, man. Let's just get to the final fight so I can get the fuck out of here. So Savitar finally has his plan ready to go. He has to re-engineer Bazooka and opens up a portal to the Speed Force, bringing out the Black Flash. But before Black Flash can get his ass, Frost fucking freezes that motherfucker, disintegrating him, son. Let me just pause it here real quick because this shit gotta really piss me the fuck off. Cause that's what they do to Black Flash. Cause after this, we never see that nigga ever again in the Flash TV show. That is it. That is it. If y'all don't know who Black Flash is, son, let me give y'all a little history lesson. This nigga basically, in simple terms, is the Grim Reaper of all speedsters. Essentially, this man is also immortal. If he gets fucked up, respawn back to the fucking Speed Force and he's still after your ass, son. Like, there was so many times in the Trash TV show we could have seen this nigga. Such as when Barry and Nora went back in time to fucking Savitar, Dawn, and Zoom. Why wasn't Black Flash there? Why the fuck was there a regular time remnant? But like most things in this fucking shit show, I'll never get an answer to it. And that's why it's the trash for a reason. With Black Flash now out of the way, he tells Frost to fucking shoot his ass, son. That's exactly what she does. And him now thinking he's about to become a god, actually that shit don't happen because that actually just opened up the portal to have Jay Garrick now free from the Speed Force prison, socking this motherfucker. And now Cisco, Gypsy, Kid Flash, and the Flash are all here on the set to stop Savitar and Killer Frost. And the fight begins between Savitar and the 3 Flashes because it is going down on this 3v1, son. And you would think this 3v1 is gonna have Savitar getting his ass beat. Nah, twin man slices the fucking wood to slow these motherfuckers down, then runs all the way up to throw fucking lightning at these motherfuckers, smiting all 3 of them niggas. Yo, that's the fuck I'm talking about. But Frost, she loses that 2v1 and laid out. And as Cisco gives her the fucking cure to convince her to join back the team, Savitar just fucking sneaks both them motherfuckers, son. As Savitar's about to kill Cisco, this man gets sneaked by Frost because she betrays that motherfucker, yo. But he shrugs that shit off with no problem. And then Barry tries to run up on this nigga and Savitar just clotheslines his ass. That man leaves one last shit talking by saying this.
If I'm going to die, then everything you love is going to die too. Starting with your hoe, Iris.
And this nigga should never said that, cause Barry's Mr. Save a Hoe senses tingled and man started to lock the fuck in. Took this motherfucker's suit and started beating the fuck out of him, son. And then destroyed his suit and then punches the shit out of him. But instead of locking this motherfucker up so he can fucking erase from existence, this motherfucker turns his back on him while Savitar's just sitting here playing possum. And as he's about to sneak this nigga, Savitar loses in the most disgraceful way possible. He loses by a bullet. Nah, they really did my nigga dirty. What happened to the nigga that was jumping through dimensions? What happened to that nigga? Man fucking died a bullet! This man really got Age of Ultron Quicksilver, bro. No! Why you doing that? That's my guy! That is the unfortunate end for Savitar. Hope you guys enjoyed this fucking video, son, and I gotta give a big thank you to my man, the Black Man, like always, and JJX Dark for coming on the project, son. Check out this motherfucker's channel and give this man a subscribe, because he is underrated as fuck. But that is the end of the trash series, son. Yes, your boy ain't gonna be talking about this shit anymore. I already watched all the specific episodes I needed to watch. And what the hell is that noise? Sounds like an insect. It sounds like a
Cicada, what about me, the one?
And you thought I was done, the one.
oh hell no!
Shut his nigga, he's out of my meaning. Made disappear like Houdini. Let his body drop to the floor. Splash land, now we dead. Body shots from me head. This man came for the rest. I ain't let him get the rest. Steady nigga got pressed. Shooting threes in my feet. Ballin' like I'm 18. Ball box like 4.